Hi guys. Hey, it's Angie with Feisty Butterfly Tarot, and today we are doing a reading for the sign of Virgo for the end of December, roughly the last 10 days. Just take a look at what's going on currently, what might be coming at you, and leave you with some advice. So we're going to shuffle up a couple times. We're using the 8 Coins Tattoo Tarot, and we're going to get going. See if there's anything we can help you with. In the current situation, we have the Two of Wands, the Sun, and the Knight of Pentacles. These are the influences on you, and if you're in the Knight of Pentacles position, you're prepared, you're ready to go. You're all set with the knowledge and skills that you have. You're one of the most prepared. You're ready to do some kind of tangible thing, and you're also bringing an offering. There might be a gift of tangibles that is being brought, or a task that will bring in more tangibles for you. So it could be financial. It could be just more resources in general to have on hand. The Sun is on that, as well as the Two of Wands. It looks like you are making plans. The plans in this card are to do with business, and she's actually looking out while still holding onto that world. Sometimes you see holding on the world and looking out, but she's looking right at you. So this is very forward, very determined. So there's been sacrifice, there's pure intent, the sun is shining on it, and the Knight of Pentacles is there ready to go. Now this might go a little bit slowly. Things don't grow instantly overnight. And this night and this task will take a little bit of time. Okay. We have the Queen of Cups here, and she's flanked by the Four of Coins and the Ten of Cups. Queen of Cups is all about reflection and nurturing, very, very, I wouldn't want to say lovey-dovey, but the very loving, expressive queen. She's warm. She's definitely emotional. She'll give you a hug. She's definitely one that you could go and take your problems to if you needed to. She's been through a heartache or two and understands how hard it is to get those lessons in love, and that sometimes they come at a high cost. So she's aware of this, but you've got the Knight of Pentacles right behind you. So this lesson, this wanting to go forward and do this new adventurous thing, this new task, this is to do with venturing forward and understanding that it might be a little bit of an emotional ride to do so. You have the Ten of Cups and the Four of Coins. The Four of Coins is about just kind of burnout. Your brain's about to blow up. You don't know what's going on as far as tangibles, and you're a little bit fried. Maybe you're wanting things to come into play a little faster than what they are. Again, remember patience on this. You're developing something. This is a whole world type of thing. So you are developing something. Try and be patient. Don't let the fire energy burn you up too much. And then you have the Ten of Pentacles, and that's a happy card, especially on you, Virgo. So this is a hearth and home type of thing. It's not the Ten of Coins, but it's the wish fulfilled, happily ever after. Journey's End, very satisfying relationship going on right now. And the sun's directly on that. We're going to look and see if there's 3 cards of advice we can give you. Let's see what we got here. Okay. All right. So we have the Five of Wands and the Five of Coins in reverse, and then the 10 in the middle. This is definitely important. We're going to stretch these out so you can see how these are at play. Then we have these. We'll put these back here for now. Hopefully you can see them all. All right. Yeah. Okay. So you have the Five of Coins in reverse. Usually this is the poverty card, the lack card, the feelings of lack and outsiderness and out in the cold. It's reversed, and I'm not usually one to read reverses, but where it is in this setting, this one was a little bit of a turn too. Don't fry out your brain and check your attitude on this. This is a lack, but there is community nearby. There's been a bolt of lightning, information that has changed things a little bit for you. So things are going to happen and change, and you're going to have to be able to flow with it just a little bit more. And rather than looking at the lack and what you don't have and what you wish you had, it's a time where the practice of gratitude would really, really, really help. So if you can turn it on its head and realize that The universe has your back on this. There is a sense of divine timing. There is something that you've started that is growing into fruition. Realize that. Reflect on that. Be nurturing and loving to yourself, especially during this time. And don't let your head get turned inside out, okay? You have this in opposition to the Five of Wands. Now you have the Two of Wands here. And if you're looking at these on the diagonal, I guess maybe that's the way to spread it on this area so you can see it pretty good. If you're looking at these on the diagonal, what you're seeing is a project and plans that you have. Then it's being perhaps a little slower than you want. You're trying to save little by little, but it's tricky. And then you have the Five of Wands. There might be a conflict of ideas, of inspiration and of creation that are going on. This might be a competitive energy. This isn't necessarily dangerous, but it's perhaps a little confusing. It could be you arguing with yourself. It could be that this might indicate a partner and a business partner that you might have difference of approach on. But you're creating this plan. You've got some conflict going on, a little bit of strife. You don't have to freak out about it because the center card on here is the 10 of coins. This is like cornucopia. This is everything has blossomed. Usually she's in the garden and looking very independent at the 9, and then the 10 is the legacy. This actually is the 9. Forgive me. This is the 9. So this is her fully having fruition, fully having harvest. And then the 10, which is these two cards, if you can balance them out, maybe you'll be able to move forward and feel like that is the time for legacy. But at least for the now, in the position of the 9, you have everything coming into fruition. So these endeavors that you're putting into action recently, if you're patient, reflective, and keep your emotional cool and keep your family balanced, your home front balanced, keep putting away little by little, saving. Don't fry your brain. Takes a little bit of time, but mostly this is an earth energy. So don't get too crazy on this. I think it's going to be coming along pretty well. You have the 5 of lack and the 5 of conflict. It doesn't have to be this way. This lack can be gratitude, and that might turn the conflict upside down. That's a possibility. If you really take the time to contemplate it, if you figure out what can you do independently that's accountable for you, how is your attitude playing into this? What are you grateful for? Where are your emotions guiding you? Take a look at that. All right. I think we could clarify a little bit where these did come out like this. And this is advice and caution. And let's also clarify a little bit of this. What is it that you're holding on to that maybe you need to let go or let balance? This also is a sign of holding on too tight. Sometimes you see the miser in this card. We're going to take another look in a different deck. Let's see. All right. We're going to go just Rider-Waite traditional and see if anything lays over the top on this. So this is Universal Rider-Waite, which is same as the Radiant, it's just not as big. So these are a little easier to shuffle. So let's clarify this part first, okay? We're going to move these segments out. We want to clarify the 4 of coins as it relates to the Queen of Pentacles in this situation. Ooh. All right. This is pie in the sky. This is fantasy, illusion, not making a choice, and procrastination. So you're making a plan, but this is not evaluating like the harvester. This is just like wanting to shop and buy everything and indecisive. You're going to have to choose, and it might be that you don't want to spend on the wrong thing. You feeling hesitant. You don't want to invest time in the wrong area. So you feel like you can't figure it out. Your brain's burning out. You're feeling like, okay, what do I do next? So I would say avoid window shopping for sure. I would say get clear, get centered, take the time to reflect here. And then what else do you need to know as the Queen of Cups to move towards this? You have the Sun on it. So your move and your choices should be fairly blessed anyway. The Emperor. Okay. The Emperor, he's in reverse. The Emperor is one that has control, discipline, sets order into being. He reigns and rules. He's firm. He's stable. He establishes things. When he's in reverse, he's overly so, too controlling, too inflexible. This is holding on and being afraid to let go. This is indecision because you're afraid you might make the wrong decision for the investment, time, or relationship, that kind of a thing. So if this is where you're at, slow it down a little. Choose just the one. Focus on the one. Really listen to your divine intuition on this. This is very, very watery. So there is a choice to be made. Start with one. It doesn't mean that you can't have the others, but start with just one. If you want the Emperor flipped, so it's controlled and disciplined, don't be so tight that you can't let go. You can't invest in yourself. Sometimes we get in this mindset of lack, and I have done this where I justify every little thing I spend on. Like it's like, oh, I don't know if I've got that in the budget. That might be too tight to, get new nails or get nail polish, or too tight for any knitting yarn or anything like that. And it's really not the major of expense. It doesn't mean I have to fritter away my money, but it means, hey, you need to treat yourself as valued. You need to spoil yourself a wee bit and be able to do that. Feel like you have the money to take care of yourself and your needs. And this also is about independence and taking care of your needs. It might not be that you have to go buy a new car or anything crazy, but there might be something little that you're doing with your time or your resources that makes all the difference. And instead of feeling like you have to control everything, you can flip these two in this manner. If you flip these two in this manner, then you're letting go of the right things. You're investing in the right thing. You're choosing how to put order into something without micromanaging. You're being practical, but still understanding your own value along this journey. And if you're flipping these again, you're coming out of lack and into gratitude. You're coming out of conflict and into inspiration. So that's where we're at. I think we'll do an animal spirit oracle and take a look at that. So if this is central to the read, this is you in the now, flanked by this and this. This is you coming up, and these are advice, right? So let's take a peek. What do you need to know? Whoa, that's a lot. Let's take a look. What do we got here? 4. All right. So we're going to flank the Queen of Cups, understanding that there is a slow process and it's a lesson of self-worth and self-value that you're getting, and to be emotionally gentle with yourself. All right. This is saying clear out the clutter. This makes me think of when I would tell my kids, if you share, you get more. This is about letting go of something. It might be that you actually need to almost do a spring cleaning, even though it's not spring. It might be that you need to de-junkify things and make room for new to come into your world. So don't hold on to that old t-shirt. Let it go and understand that there will be another shirt. There is more in the universe. The universe is abundant. Don't hold on too tight. Clear out the clutter. Then you have the abundant universe will provide. What did I just say? Buffalo spirit. This is one thing that provides for all. One animal that is revered as sacred, and there was nothing to waste. This provided all for the Indians and the tribes, and this was sacred because of their value on that. Then you have the Queen of Cups here with Antelope Spirit, and Antelope Spirit is life is speeding up. Now, if this is advice coming now, shortly in the future, and coming at you advice, Antelope Spirit, life is speeding up. So things that are slow will suddenly start popping. Things that have been under the sun are getting nourished and starting to flourish. Sing your own song. Choose whichever one of these is most true to your heart. Open up that heart chakra, the third eye chakra, and let your emotion guide you in a wise way. Sing your own song. Make the time to go out and get a moment to yourself and figure out what it is that's your next choice. You are making a good plan. And pretty much, there might be more than one option that's a great option. If they're all available for you to choose from, none of them are empty. None of them. So there's a lot of good choices. There might be one or two that in particularly are more valuable for you at the time. So if you have pride or temptation or intuition or lust or castles in the sky and property and owning things or jewels. Whatever it is, these are the things that you can contemplate, that what is the most authentic to you. Start with one. I wouldn't even say choose two. In this one, she's only grabbing one. So I'd be very clear on that. And that's what I've got for you, Virgo. I hope it helps. Hey, leave me a comment. Let me know how it resonates. Like, subscribe, tell a friend. And if you hit the bell, you'll get notifications when I'm doing some new stuff. All right, that's what I've got. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.